Meditation is leading us to that great friendship first, mastery next, and godhood the third, become the co-creator the third. We thought today, how do these qualities get represented in each of us as a Buddha CEO? There are many, but you can understand who is a Buddha CEO, a core message that we've been constantly putting out. What qualities a leader possesses, a Buddha CEO possesses. Highly energetic. They carry the energy from morning to evening. They carry the energy in the night time. Wherever they are, daytime, nighttime, they're all the same. When we are energizing ourselves with a regular meditation, when we are energizing ourselves with expanded knowledge and wisdom, essentially energizing every body. It's not just the physical body, we're energizing every body. So high energy all the time. We are there in front of the team with people around. You recognize that, okay, so there is some positive energy here. There is a vibe here. Somebody here is saying something, doing something. It is a fundamental characteristic to inspire, to influence, to be able to move people for a cause, high energy. Meditation is giving us plenty. Our wisdom is giving us plenty. The more clarity we have, the more energetic we become, because then there's no hesitation, no doubt of to do or not do. So every time you're going forward with an absolute clarity, without wavering mind, so the whole body, mind, spirit, the psyche is just propelling forward, wanting to go forward and then do that, experience that. Because the learning stage is past. Only the learning we have confusion is past. A second one from Buddha CEO is compassionate. Profit is important, but people are even more important. Timelines are important, but joy is also equally important. Situations are always there. So a Buddha CEO was never just merely going by the book. They're only guidelines. We are taking situations into consideration and then taking responsible actions. There's no one size fits all. However large we can become, there's no one size fits all. So every individual is different. Giving their attention, helping. You may have to take decisions based on individuals. Is ready to justify for a given individual, be clear about why I'm doing something specific to this, while the rest of the group may not have to, will not get that. It's okay, but he understands it. Every quality that Buddha CEO carries is expanding him to become one with everybody. So being in compassion with all things and everybody. Core qualities of friendship. When you're a friend with animals, we're going to work for animal rights. We won't just do lip service and leave it. We're going to work for it, wherever that is an opportunity. We must speak about plant-based diet, vegetarian diet, compassionate to animals, friends with ourselves, friends with animals, friends with people, animals and nature. Three things for friendship. So we are constantly not shying away from our responsibility. We are taking the responsible action because we are confident, we truly believe in it. We truly believe that we truly believe for the cause. We naturally become compassionate for everyone who is getting impacted in a situation. A Buddha CEO is innovative, highly. We talked about growth mindset, not doing things same way, wanting to do things differently. You're giving a report, you do it differently. Your process, you look to improvise the process every few months. Don't say that, okay, this is the process we have in the company, but we are looking to say, how do I make that simple step different? You're making your product documentation, make it different. Don't just copy paste. I used to do that. And then later realized, our learning is there when we want to improvise everything that we've written by ourselves before. They're constantly small things to big things. They're constantly innovating, and their mantra is encouraging everybody to innovate, not snubbing people off. Not, when we are time pressure, we say, don't do it, just do this. But they're very innovative. They're allowing imperfections to happen. Let people make mistakes. This is how one of the greatest qualities of innovation leads towards non-interference in many ways. A junior engineer comes, a junior employee comes, we must give that ear, carefully listen it out, explore what they're suggesting. At least half the time, at least giving that ear is important. Maybe they do it, maybe we do it, maybe someone else will take that idea and then morph into different thing. But encouraging innovation, because the fundamental nature, now all of these are not just business words, the fundamental nature for everybody is to explore. We are saying through when we become enlightened or when we meditate, when we understand ourselves, then we say the third thing is infinitely potential, that co-creator. How do you explore the co-creatorship? Is by innovation. If I go to office and then do the same button, same command, same thing every day, then there is no fun. We look to constantly do things different to the way doing. Cooking, why not do a different taste, different ingredients tomorrow? We must actively look at it. Traveling to the same place, take different routes. Stop at different places, different restaurants. Why always the same A to B that stays there, always at the stop at the same A to B, same table and same coffee? Why? Because we're driven at the past, where the Buddha CEO is recognizing that happiness, newer experiences come, when the newer learning comes, when the newer learning has newer experience again. So innovation is fundamental. As an individual, we are striving for doing things differently. Automatically, company will benefit. It has to benefit. So a meditative employee is ready to innovate only if the leader is encouraging, the manager is encouraging, seeking excellence in everything. So there's no comparison for a Buddha CEO. Comparison is only with himself or herself, with the organization by itself. How did we do 3 months ago with our product and what are we doing now? There's always excellence. Whatever we are doing, we can always excel and excel and excel. We know that. Everything we do, this course can be improvised in many, many ways. We know it. It's just all over. So many areas it can be improvised. We do our bit and each time doing things, few things differently. If everything is possible, do everything differently. If not, in the organizations, the larger you grow, everything cannot be done differently, but we can take a few things differently. But what is driving competition, which is helping us recognize that, okay, here is where we can improvise. So Buddha, he was only seeking excellence with themselves, not trying to excel over somebody, win over somebody. The concept of winning over somebody does not exist. Instead, it's only appreciation exists for everybody. You know, the prosperity consciousness understanding and manifestation is that if you get it, what I'm looking for, then I'm very happy for you because I see you as me. If you get it, I'm happy. If I'm get it, of course, I'm happy. When we think that way, that means there is abundance for everybody. So when you are in this consciousness, then you're only inspired by the competition, don't feel that you're taken over by somebody. So we utilize the opportunity to see, hey, how are people doing? What did they do last time? How are they growing? How are they scaling? We are constantly studying this at Buddha Sea Foundation. We have our own challenges when you're dealing with many registrations, different requirements, but working with volunteers. There's our own challenges of automations and this and that. But we're definitely looking at other organizations, how they are simplifying, how they're doing it. A Buddha CEO is looking at infinitely potential. Truly, one of the 5 spiritual scientific temperaments is that we have that unlimited potential in us, recognizing that we have unlimited potential. And so what is the translated workplace is encouraging everybody equally, not judging that, oh, so this person is junior engineer, so you may not, oh, what can he or she do? So let me always go and then give it to my best engineer or my best employee, or the top one who seems to be getting things done. There is always an unknowingly there is a bias that many of them, knowingly is one thing, unknowingly there is a bias towards those who do, because we have the time in mind, we have our internal image in mind that I have to get it right all the time. But encouraging everybody, I've seen this many, many times, Patriji. He'll call someone and says, okay, you do this translation from this book. Person may not even know the language. but truly believes that the potential is there. If they can't do it, they'll figure it out. They'll go and get it. If they're inspired, everyone can do any kind of work. This idea. So translating to encouragement to everybody, and then not taking biases, and then giving and recognizing that everybody has at a given moment a talent. So you want a new set of reports, give it to somebody, and then don't try to judge by how much they know or not know. I mean, many of the Buddha Siva members now have figured this out. They didn't have any idea about social media, how to promote. They were doing this beautifully. The intent is important. That's why the rotation of job roles is important, not sticking to and say, oh, this person is really good at it, so let them continue. Now hesitated in trying to change the roles. When somebody is really getting deeper, we can just unseat and then get them to do, because the more you become an expert, the more you're becoming obsolete. The more one becomes an expert, the more they're becoming obsolete. You don't understand this because things are changing so rapidly. So encouraging everybody equally, giving everybody a chance, a voice, believing that they can do it. One is innovation. That means somebody comes with an idea, do it. Second is to actively recognize the talent and say, yes, this person can do it. So let me give them, let me get them out of their comfort zone, and then let them go and then explore by themselves. Something best can come out because you have zero expectation out of this person. Intuitive. Buddha says very intuitive, empowers everyone to solve challenges through intuition and inner strength. This is the core. We recognize that everybody has got the strength to solve their challenges. We don't overly interfere in them, neither do unnecessary advices to them. We solve our challenges. We are our own masters. We have the mastery. Allowing, just giving them the time and space. That's it. When we give time and space for people to meditate, so we automatically get solutions. If we allow people to just meditate, come together, give that nice comfort, music, and some environment to create so that everybody is motivated to meditate. Everyone's solutions come from their own meditation. We become very intuitive. We know what is right for us. So to the intuition, inner strength, so they encourage a lot of meditation. They've got to create meditation rooms. They give the time or personal quiet time in office, allow them to take those short breaks because intuition plays a key role. It's not always fact. So a Buddha Siva leader is absolutely recognizing that let people just figure this out. Inclusive, allowing freedom, allowing everybody to come together, essentially dropping all biases. There is no sympathy towards anyone based on their personal situation, no sympathy, because inclusiveness is, sympathy is completely opposite to inclusiveness. When we are showing sympathy, we become sympathetic, then an unknown bias comes in. Oh, this person has got a lot of family challenges. We think we're helping by keeping them aside, but a lot of times we don't help. They need to come and ask, I need some help. I need some suggestions. But otherwise, just let it be as inclusive as possible. Everybody has got it. Women have a lot more. They are more holistic. Woman by herself is complete. Shiva, Ardhanarishwara. That means in men, women have to be part of it. Then only we're complete. That means the feminine energy has to be developed significantly. Whereas a woman is complete by herself, whole by herself. So, but why workplaces have less women? We constantly contemplate on this. We are abundant. We recognize that everybody has an abundant, everybody has opportunities. So we don't worry about what others are doing, what others are saying, because what you think and feel is what will grow, will create. Simple concept. There's infinity of opportunity. How it will come, not a problem. It will come. If you believe in it, it will come. So we stop worrying about the future too much. We start living in the present moment. Because we know that if we are sincere about what we are doing, it must grow. There's always learning, there is a growth. So it's always inward. A large leader always look for their own organizational growth. Inward, not external. How to dominate, how to unnecessarily go and help. When people want help, they'll come forward. They seek help when they do that. Except in spiritual growth, where we can question them. Until then, we have no right to question somebody else. Unless we recognize that it's going to help them grow spiritually. Whether it's individual, it's a family, whether it is a community, whether it is an organization, whether it's a country. We work for ourselves. Made in India is a great initiative from that perspective. as a responsibility of a leader, then you're looking inward. So every leader of a country is looking inward is great because they're doing their role right. It's not wrong. They're doing the job right. Only if they keep meddling into others' affairs unnecessarily is a problem. Lastly, dear friends, a Buddha sea was purposeful. We talked about this. We align, our business has a purpose. I've gained profits, I'm going to do this. We have clarity of it's not just making a few individuals wealthy, but constantly working, challenging the board, challenging employees, and then defining a purpose of why we exist as an organization. It gives us deep satisfaction. We serve the larger companies, I don't know, that remote area companies. There is a good reason of why we're doing it. And there is always a social impact to it in some way or the other. If there's no impact of what you're doing, at least the money that is diverted towards some things. The purpose and meaning must be there for an organization, and Buddha Siva is always looking. If they have their purpose aligned, automatically their business purpose is also there. It's absolute clear. We're not seeking a promotion for promotion. There's a purpose behind it. There's got to be a meaning of why we're seeking it. We are happy. All of us are becoming Buddha Sivas, energetic, compassionate, innovative, gaining excellence in what we do, but infinite potential. We're intuitive, inclusive, and abundant in nature always, and highly purposeful. All of these qualities are coming to us just with meditation and gaining wisdom.